me and Catherine say we do something really disgusting and we just have never spoken about it. We share the same toothbrush. And we just have never changed that. I don't know why.
No,
it's gross.
I feel actually sick.
I know, I feel sick mentioning it, and I feel like you're all going to hate me now. Welcome to the What Would You Do podcast with JJ and Nimi. We are back.
We are back
for another week.
Episode 20, guys. 20.
It's a milestone moment. And we love that you still listen. Many people still say they listen, and it's incredible that you still do so after so many episodes. Of course, as per usual, and so many people are doing it, but keep them coming in. All you have to do is message the What Would You Do podcast Instagram account and basically tell us. I can't even look at you today.
Why?
She looks so pretty.
Aww.
You do. You look really good.
Guys, can we just rewind that and replay it?
No, you do. Oh, it's just a different you today.
Really?
Yeah. And I shouldn't comment on a woman's looks, but I'm gonna.
Because she's not a woman.
It's a 10 out of 10 from me.
Thank you so
Well done.
much. Well, look, we're both in black. It's like we're going to a funeral.
Yeah, I know. It
Our
might
own
be
funerals.
the demise of this podcast by the end of this show. Honestly,
I
we've
know.
had to. We'll get into it in a minute. But
Yeah.
I learned. Anyway, follow the podcast on Instagram and then message us with stuff going on in your life, and then we'll tell you what we would do in that situation.
Yes.
All right. I learned subcontinent is India. When we spoke about that in a previous podcast, I was told by my audio editor saying when people say subcontinent, it's India. And being Indian yourself, I think you probably owe the listeners a little something.
I'm not even fully Indian, therefore they don't even accept me as their own. I'm
Yeah.
Brindian because I'm British Indian.
Yeah.
But I had no idea, guys. And if anything, I blame Google because I Googled it on the spot and it said a smaller part of a larger continent. But if it needs to be said,
It needs to be said.
I apologise to the country of India for disrespecting you. Please don't get like an effigy of me.
But I would love to see this Indian MILF. Yeah. I would love to see that.
But like the right time of the month.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
fucking who cares at this point? Do you know what I mean? I don't really mind.
Desperate times.
I actually don't mind. It's never been an issue for me whatsoever.
So I'm going to give you all context to what's actually happening today. We are going to make this a quicker episode.
Yeah, we're gonna snap through this. This is you know when you've just got a 5-minute spare with your wife and you just have a bit of fun, but you got a time frame,
Yeah.
and this is what we are doing with this podcast. We're gonna blitz through it. We got the apology out the way. The reason I wanted to bring it up because my audio editor did mention it, and I went, bloody hell, Nimi's even like she's Indian.
I've never
And he
heard
went,
that before.
He actually went, not really. She's from Britain.
Oh, okay.
Do you know
So
what I
he
mean?
did
So
back
he's not
me.
even like having you as one of his own
Yeah.
because he's Indian as
But
well.
like we are an educational podcast.
We always have been.
Yeah.
This is like a health, wellness, educational platform that we're trying to
Motivational.
motivational platform we are trying to build.
Yes.
Join us on this journey. What are we doing first?
Okay. What men say versus what men actually mean.
Go on then, Maggie.
And you can basically confirm with me when I say these, because ladies, this is for us, okay? We need a translator, and JJ and I are your translators for this.
Yeah.
We should hang sometime. Actually means I'm interested, but not that interested.
That's fact. Yeah, that's true. You're not interested whatsoever.
why
But it's a
say
very
it?
much like British people do that. Like, we should definitely hang out sometime. Means we're never going to see each other ever again.
But like, why? But don't say it at all. Just be like, it was great to see you.
Because we don't want to hurt your feelings because you're delicate flowers.
But you're going to hurt my feelings after promising we're going to hang out.
Because maybe things will change and you come in one day looking like a 10 out of 10 and go, actually, I do want to hang out now. We need to keep our options open because like we discussed in previous episodes, we have so little. I want to hang out sometime. I don't want to ever see you again until you post that fire selfie.
Yeah,
and then
I'm in.
You're back in the game.
Got it.
Sliding
Understood.
in the DMs. Yeah,
Thank you for clarifying,
That's
JJ.
right.
I'm too busy actually means you are not a priority for me.
Facts. Yeah, true.
But like, explain to me why you're too busy, and then just say I'm too busy right now. But when things clear up for me,
I'm busy.
I'll hit you up.
I'm busy for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
I'm busy for my life.
I'm
That's what you
busy,
actually mean.
Or what they mean is I'm busy with other gal.
Maybe.
and you're not at the top of the list.
All it is just men being super nice,
Yeah.
caring about your feelings, don't want to hurt your feelings in this moment. Men live for now. If I can say something to not hurt your feelings right now, but maybe down the line they'll be hurt, we'll deal with that later.
Wow.
Like, you know, when, and you get this, you know, when someone's got a plan in 2 months' time, and they go, we're gonna go out for this dinner.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm all in. I would love to be at that dinner.
Yeah.
And then it gets to the week before the dinner, and you're like, I really
don't.
wish I never said that. That's the same with your feelings. Like, right now, I don't want to hurt your feelings, and maybe that time will come where your feelings will be hurt.
Yeah, but it's like you're too busy to go for a nice dinner at 7 p.m., but you're not too busy at 3 o'clock in the morning when you're doing a little booty call.
Your brains were wild at 3 o'clock in the morning, Nimi. You can appreciate, like, a man's brain sometimes goes to Horntown.
Please.
And you want to know who is up.
Devil emoji.
And you go through your Facebook messages and like, who's up? Oh, fucking hell, my auntie. Great.
Oh, God.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay. What men say versus what men actually mean. You deserve better than me. It actually means I'm not willing to offer any more than I'm actually giving. Why do they say that? Like, yes, I know I deserve better. Why can't you be better?
But the
Why?
man deep down thinks he's better. That's the thing. He deep down thinks like, you deserve better than this.
So he's being all saintly.
I'm all messed up inside.
Yeah.
These mental health issues, you won't be able to handle them very well. You deserve better than me. Geezer's not interested. He slept with you once and he's not willing to go again.
No, but also if a guy says this to you, girls, please, it is an absolute red flag.
Yeah.
You deserve better than me. He's already telling you that he's toxic AF. Like, back
But
away.
even if he weren't toxic, he's just saying it because he doesn't want to hurt your feelings. Men are too nice. Men are amazing.
Okay.
This is a man podcast.
This
now.
is the
I'm
man
bringing in the
podcast.
males.
My ex was crazy. Actually, what they mean is she was the problem every time, not me.
Yeah.
If your partner says, or someone you're hanging around with talks about their ex in a bad way, that is straight up a red flag.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why, because they will do the same about you.
You can, yeah.
Even though you're not crazy, they will always blame you.
Or like people that talk about their current relationship, like, just leave me alone.
I know.
Like, I don't want to hear about how annoying your missus is.
But then you're posting lovey photos. It's just a whole thing.
The hour later.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, the amount of times that has happened to me in my life, I just can't deal with it.
Still at this age?
Yeah.
Or is it dimmed down?
No, it still happens.
Can I actually just mention one thing?
Yeah.
I'm not naming any specific names or anything, but it's like breakup season.
Is it?
It is breakup season. Everywhere I go, people are breaking up. Like, shit is going down. But, like, in a great way. It's like toxic things are being let go of, and they're finally moving into a new chapter. But
Is that Mercury in retrograde again?
microwave in the Gatorade.
Fucking eye roll emoji.
But yeah, it's definitely breakup season right now.
Why do you think it's breakup season? Like, what happened over summer? Did someone go Mykonos and have a fun time, meet someone else? Like, seeing what else is out there? Did they go on holiday? Did they take a break from work? And they're just like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore with you.
Guys, we've seen Grease, the musical.
Yeah, of course.
Summer Lovin'.
I watched it last night.
Had me a blast.
Yeah.
Summer loving. Happened so fast. I met a girl crazy for me. I met a boy cute as can be. Summer days drifting away. But
On a summer night.
oh well. Tell me more.
Did you get very far?
But that just sums it up. I don't need to say more.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah.
I didn't know Greece would be such an insight to your friends' lives.
I know.
At the time. Is that all of them?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I just want to see like what you've been up to over the last week, because my week has been a bit annoying, really.
Oh, why? Tell me.
Phoenix has had bronchitis.
Oh.
I know. I got bronchitis.
And
is what we've said about 20 million times in the house. We just shout it at him.
How did that happen? Like what?
I don't know. They just fucking get ill, don't they? It's annoying. It's annoying. So we
Just
just.
been coughing and like not sleeping.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting any awards for Parent of the Year, because we are, for the first 4 or 5 days, we just assumed he had a bit of a cold.
Oh, well, it is going round.
Yeah, loads of people are getting ill. So like 4 or 5 days, we're just giving him Calpol and Nurofen, 4 or 5 days, and we're looking at him going, he's not really getting any better. If anything, he's getting worse.
God.
So we had to take him into hospital, bless him, and now he's on little antibiotic liquids and that.
5 days? After 5 days?
Yeah,
Oh,
5
gosh,
days it took us,
bless
yeah.
him.
Yeah, like I said, we're not getting any awards anytime soon for Parents of the Year, but we've learnt our lesson. We'll take him in a bit soon.
Phoenix was like vaxxed up straight away, wasn't he?
Yeah. We're not
You weren't one of
anti-vax.
those.
No.
You weren't one of those. Did you take a cheeky? Do you ever like take a cheeky swig of the cowpole? Because I'm just.
I've had bits and pieces off the spoon for sure. I've definitely had some residue because it just tastes so nice.
It's so
it just
yummy.
tastes like being 3 years old, like that first flavour that you just loved.
Why is adult medicine so rank?
It's fucking gross, mate.
What is that?
And they don't even seem to have to go in your mouth anymore. They're popping them up your bum and all sorts now. Like, what's wrong with a good old fashioned gob?
All right, no one wants to know what's going on with you at the moment.
Like, they just don't care where it goes.
I know.
Like, who's actually bending over and popping a pill up there?
How are you with needles?
I don't mind them.
Okay,
I'm fine
I'm
with
really
them,
good with them. I'm like, just inject me. I'm
Yeah,
good.
I know people are like completely freaked out by them and pass out and that when they see blood. But when they're doing my arm, I'm like fucking slapping it like I'm jacked, like a junkie.
Oh,
Slapping it
God.
up for them and going, fucking get it in there.
Okay, no,
and
you're
I
a bit extreme.
stare at it. I make sure I'm looking while it's happening.
When did you get that tattoo?
Oh, this tattoo here, I got this in Mallorca.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, when just after the stag do in Magaluf. I didn't get it done.
Recent?
Yeah, this is a recent one, yes.
I've never seen that
If
before.
you didn't know, I've
So
got
nice.
a phoenix tattoo on my arm. Just it says Phoenix. There was more I want to do. I kind of want to get more now. But basically, funny story. We're at the stag do. I don't know if this is going to be funny, but it was just lad humour funny.
Yeah.
So basically, we were on for a 3-day stag do. We have a friend in our group called Shane. He's just the loose one in the group. He's hilariously funny, but he's just a bit wild.
Yeah.
We sat at a bar. He just walked off for an hour. Come back with a full ram skull tattooed on his thigh, covered in
What?
blood. And I was like, "Is this something you want?" He's like, "Yeah, I mean, I thought about it today and I thought I'd just go get it done." And we're like, just a full-on tattoo on your leg. Yeah. And then
right?
tattoo was just the theme of the stag do. Then everyone wanted to get them. The groom. So the groom has a wife and a child.
Yeah.
His best man is called Adam Boyce.
Okay.
Right, Boyce.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were just saying random quotes like live, laugh, love and stuff like that because we're boys and not even that funny.
Yeah.
And then I went live, laugh, Boyce. And then the groom got live, laugh, Boyce tattooed on his foot. He's never had a tattoo before. He has a wife. He has a child. And he's got his best mate's name tattooed on his foot.
No, was he drunk?
Yeah, of course we were drunk. Yeah.
And how did he feel after?
He felt after it, and then he called his missus and said, JJ took me in. Weren't even there. JJ took me in because I'm always the fool guy.
So you're
like
the scapegoat.
I'm always the scapegoat. Like JJ's a weirdo. JJ's a nutter. JJ's fault. He called his missus and went, I went in to the tattoo parlour and said I want Live Laugh Lisa because that's his missus' name. And JJ whispered into the tattooer's ear saying, get Live Laugh Boyce.
As if.
Fortunately, Lisa, the legend, didn't believe a word of it and knew he was just a bloody idiot.
Okay, good.
And she wouldn't talk to him for like 2 days. We found it very funny.
Well, of course you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Is he going to change it?
I don't think he can. He said every time he puts on his socks now, he just thinks of what the hell did he do wrong?
Or like he thinks of his best mate?
Yeah, exactly.
God. Regrets. I mean, some of us go on a night out and do have a drink and that's regretful.
Yeah.
This is a whole other
Full
extreme.
on, honestly.
Yeah.
It was a good few days. But yeah, I got a tattoo on my
So
my
nice.
arm. I did an Instagram post actually, which I want to share some with you.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I asked the most annoying thing your partner does, but you let it go. You know what I like about this podcast today?
Yeah.
It's just chill, man.
Yeah. We're not trying
I have
too
no
hard.
care for you. You have no care for me. This is just a
Yeah.
couple of people with a microphone,
Mhm.
and I'm not shouting the word blowing homeless people. Do you know what I mean?
It's very different to the last couple of episodes, I must say. You can tell we're on a different.
We're just on a different
live
zone.
level.
This is
Yeah.
the mental health and wellness podcast. Reach out to us if you've got any problems, guys.
At your own risk.
Your own peril. The most annoying thing your partner does, but you let it go. They don't exist. That's pretty annoying.
Oh, that is so sad.
That's single. What's a partner?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, bless her.
Well, one day it'll happen.
Calls me 100 times a day.
No.
That would kill you, wouldn't it?
No, there is nothing that irks me more. Like, also, if you call me once and I haven't picked up or haven't got back to you, do not call me again. Like, do not call me again.
No follow-up call just to make sure you didn't maybe miss it?
No.
Do you have the vibrate on
No.
your phone? Oh, so fucking honestly.
I never do.
The amount of times Catherine has lost her phone in the apartment and I'll go, I'll call it. And she's like, don't worry, it's on silent. We won't be able to hear it anyway.
It's true.
Put the fucker on vibrate then.
No, because I don't want to be vibrating wherever I'm out. And like, I'm a busy lady. There's so many people hitting up my phone.
Well, the vibrate works for you when you fucking want it to, don't you?
What do you think about like a partner checking in with you 100 times a day?
I think that would be absolutely lovely. Oh, just to share conversation with that 100 times a day through my working day would be lovely.
So full of shit. So full of shit.
Yeah, just leave me alone. I'll call you when I finish.
Exactly.
Like every conversation I have, and many relationships are like this, when you leave work, you call her up. I call her up and I go, hello, just let you know, left work.
Yes.
I'm on my way.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, bye. That's every single day.
Yeah, and I would rather talk face to face when we're actually together and I'm fully focused on you.
Yeah, you want to sit down there, light some candles and like hold hands and connect because you're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, you know, this morning I woke up.
And let's do a blue gratitude journal together and let's just say 10 things we love about each other. You're weird, mate. You're so 2023. Grow up.
Oh my God, it is 2023 though.
I know, but like everyone's doing these gratitude journals, man. I ain't got time.
So,
My pen
like-
always runs out of ink.
So,
I can lick pens.
if you need pens, I can send them
I
over.
want a pen. I don't want to do gratitude journals.
So last night, Deep got into bed and he was like, he knocked out super quickly, but he wanted to sit in. He loves to talk in bed and whatever. But I had my laptop in bed because I had to work and I have so much to do at the moment.
So he got in bed and he fell asleep.
No, yeah, he had to eventually because I was working. And then I woke up this morning and I felt so guilty. I was like, I am a horrible wife.
So I opened up my guilt journal.
No.
And I wrote 10 things I feel guilty about.
No, so
and
I called,
meditated over
so
it.
I called him first thing in the morning as soon as I woke up and I was like, babe, I just wanted to ask you, do you feel like I'm neglecting you at the moment? Or do you feel like I'm not really with you or present? He was like, no, I would. He sat there for like 30 seconds silent and then he goes, no, I wouldn't say that. I would just say the other day when I like messaged you to say something about how I was feeling about something else, you just completely flew past it and you didn't even acknowledge it. And like, these kind of check-ins are so essential, guys, because your partner will let things slide because they don't want to bother you with things, so they see how stressed you are.
Too right.
But you need to
Leave me alone.
You need to actively ask them, like, am I doing enough for you? I know I've been really busy at the moment, but tell me what I can do to make it better.
You know what he would have preferred?
Yeah. Don't say it. Don't say it. Oh, you'll be happy. My mum landed in Dubai today.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll ping her. I'll ping her what you should have sent Deep this morning.
Are you done with your pole, your thread thing?
Oh, I don't know. I forgot we were doing it.
You only said 2.
Did I?
Yeah. What does your partner do that annoys you, but you let it go?
So is this the reason we got on this? Because me and Catherine say we do something really disgusting and we just have never spoken about it. We share the same toothbrush. And we just have never changed that. I don't know why.
No,
It's gross.
I feel actually sick.
I know, I feel sick mentioning it and I feel like you're all going to hate me now. But we had 2 and then they'll go down to 1 and then we'd maybe buy another one a few months down the line. But we have never even acknowledged there's 1 toothbrush there. And both of us are brushing our teeth until she mentioned it the other day. She went, you know, we both use the same toothbrush. And I went, so we do. Now, let me know.
No, I actually have no words for this. I don't even want to discuss this with you. You already know.
You know what I did? I opened up my toothbrush journal and I wrote down 10 things that I don't like about it.
No.
Do you know what's funny?
Okay. Tell me what's funny.
You will rub ghee on your husband's toe.
That just didn't happen.
It actually happened. All right. You would. I'm trying not to be rude, but you will put things of his in your mouth. But you won't. But you won't share a toothbrush with him. It could be his arm.
Do you know the bacteria like in a mouth?
Do you know the bacteria on a gooch, Nimi? Fuck off then. Do you know the bacteria on a gooch?
I'm sorry, it's completely different.
I'm Googling bacteria on a gooch.
No, we're not having this conversation.
How much bacteria is on a gooch.
Go on. What does it say? Lots. A lot of bacteria.
Oh, it doesn't really say. Because there's so much of it.
Look, I understand the premise of what you're saying. I do get it, but there's pleasure at the end of that. When you're brushing with the same toothbrush, please explain to me where the pleasure is. That is just you're making a hygienic choice there.
I know, but we didn't. Okay, can I just please explain myself?
What
while
do you
you're
think
having a go
Phoenix
at
is
me?
going to think of you? And he's going to think that's normal. And then when he's at college, he's going to go around just using everyone's toothbrush. And then he's going to be
Which
Stinky
I have
Phoenix.
done. Like, I have done that.
And then he's going to be known as Dirty Phoenix. Think about that.
I didn't think about that.
You're a role model now.
No, I didn't think about that. Wow, some home truths today, guys.
Okay, shall we? Are
I'm
you
not
done
finished.
with your? Okay.
No, I'm not finished.
Okay.
The most annoying thing your partner does that you just let slide.
Mm-hmm.
He can fart on me all he likes, but sometimes in my face. I'm not allowed because it's a huge ick.
Yes, I've heard this from multiple people. Like the guy farts all the time.
I am literally a constant stream of fart.
But he is fully in denial that his girlfriend goes to the toilet and does a number 2 and has gas as well. Like he's like, no, don't talk about it. Like he doesn't want to talk about it.
Have you farted in front of Deep?
Never.
You've never farted in front of him?
Yeah.
Has he farted in front of you? I bet he don't either, does he?
No, he actually doesn't. Wow. But I think he does like SBDs.
What's that mean?
Silent but deadly.
Oh, silent but SBDs, of course.
Yeah.
The first time I heard Catherine fart, bless her, she actually went to the toilet to do it. So she went to sit down on the toilet when we first moved in together, and I walked past the bathroom, and all I heard was. The thing is, in a toilet bowl, you might as well be singing at the Dubai Opera House. It's so echoey.
Oh, bless her. But did she know that you...
Yeah, I laughed. I went, ha! And she was mortified.
It's so weird, like, as a woman, like, I don't feel like I'm a lady, but I just feel like it's like an unsaid thing. Like, I don't want my man...
Where do you do it? Like, do you just, like, you're both in the apartment, you've just had the fucking proper garlicky ramen.
Yeah.
It's filtered through.
I actually probably would hold it in.
Really?
Yeah, I would not let it out.
Pain. You get such a bad stomach ache.
I think I'm just so used to it.
It's just a constant stomach pain.
Yeah, I numb the pain.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
So there's not like a little corner that you go to?
No, not at all. Maybe I do it in my sleep.
I think you'll be fucking outrageous in your sleep. You might as well just be a full orchestra and then trombones.
And he just hasn't told me, bless him. But that's just the world we live in. It's a reality, guys. Girls poo, girls fart.
And queef.
Yeah. I've never understood what that is, though.
It's a fanny fart.
No, I know. But, like, where's that? That's not coming from internal. Let me just explain how the body
where is that
works.
coming? Where is that coming from?
So, you know when
Are you breathing?
No. So
if your head was in water and you couldn't breathe, you could technically still breathe.
Okay, I think I've cracked the code. I think it's when it
Guys,
inserts...
welcome to the spin-off podcast. The history of queef.
I think when it enters...
Where does it enter?
It pushes gas inside.
Like...
Yeah, exactly. And so then when it comes back out, the gas comes out. Air. It's air. It's not even gas. It's air.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm glad we clarified that.
I'm really glad we brought
yeah.
it up. Another one, picks their nose and wipes on the bottom of the car seat. Bogies everywhere.
No. How do you let that go, though? Because I could never.
Like, you just go down to, like, pull the seat forward and then you just get... Oh, my God.
That sounds like something you would do.
Pray for the brothers out there. Snores and act like he doesn't. One night I put a pillow over his head and acted like I didn't.
I think there's something a lot deeper going on there, guys.
I think that's called fucking attempted murder, babes.
We don't bring us into this like whole court case.
That was nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
It has to remain anonymous unless someone has to reach out to me and ask who that was.
We do not condone violence on this podcast or attempted murder.
But you know, like, this is a really dark story. I don't know if to share it or not.
Think about it, because otherwise you're gonna think about it afterwards. You're gonna ask Yasmin to cut it all out, like he always does.
No, it's quite morbid. I won't tell it.
Okay.
But you know when like Has your parent ever said to you, like, if I ever get in a position where I just can't even clean myself, I'm so old,
Yeah.
I'm like, just pull the
I'm
plug.
a vegetable. Yeah.
Just get rid of me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you did that, you'd be done for murder. You do know that.
Well, I've discussed this and I've looked into it. Okay.
Says everything.
Yeah, I've looked into it because I want to know what I'm getting myself.
You want to know your legal standpoint when it comes to pulling the plug on your parents.
Yes.
Cool.
If I need to go there, I will. So you can go to Switzerland to do euthanasia, okay? But they have to have had like a chronic illness. They need to be at least like disabled of some sort.
How chronic?
You can't just do it because they're
How
old.
chronic are we talking?
Yeah.
Asking for a friend.
Exactly. Let's get into the specifics.
Your chronic is different to my chronic.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
There's a lot of blurred lines here.
But it's true. I would 100% do that.
Would ya?
Yeah.
Fucking, you're cold, man.
It's not about
you're
cold.
ice cold.
I think that's actually a place from like so much love. I love my parents so much that I would never want them to have to live through that kind of pain. It's literally like they said, never ever let me be in a position where like I don't have my own dignity anymore. And so I would 100% one-way flight. Let's do it.
One way, you'd stay as well.
But apparently,
Like, you're going to walk over there, and I can just imagine they're just lying in bed.
Yeah.
Fucking
I'll do it as well, to
bones
be fair.
everywhere.
Yeah,
They're
oh,
just
bones?
they're just all fucking floppy.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're farting.
Mm.
Without even knowing they're farting.
Yeah.
Stinks.
Yeah.
And then you've got to walk in that room.
Mm.
Boop, boop, boop,
JJ.
boop. And then you're going to pull the plug. Boop. You're going to do that. You cold-hearted biatchio. Couldn't do it.
And guess what? She's in peace.
And guess what? That's the end of the podcast, guys.
It's not.
Oh, is it not?
It's not. We got a what
How
would
many
you
minutes
do?
we done? Oh, we're
Okay,
done.
we got a what
Alright,
would you
well,
do? Here we go.
alright. Yeah, of course. That's the whole point of the podcast.
Yeah, duh.
All right, cool. One more thing.
Okay. This is my throwaway account because my wife knows my main account. My son is 5.
Burner account.
My son is 5. About 2 days ago, we were out shopping and ran into a high school friend of hers. She was catching up when she told her friend that we had a son. When the old friend asked his name, my wife hesitated. So I told the friend what our son's name is. She had a strange look on her face and then said, "You mean like your ex-boyfriend?" Our son's name is very unique to the point that I've never met another person with the same name. Now she refuses to talk to me about it. I feel betrayed and disgusted with her. It's like a switch was flipped in my mind and I just can't look at her the same way. What would you do?
From a man's perspective, that man's done. That man's switched off.
Yeah.
When that switch flicks down and you're
Yeah.
off, it's very, very hard to get it flipped on from experience.
Yeah.
This is from personal experience. They could do something and then like you look at them and they've got Mickey Mouse socks on. And you look at that and you're like, I'm switched off forever. When that switch is off, you can't switch it back on.
They disgust you. Like, they are invisible at times.
And I'm guessing the girl came up with the name.
Yeah. My wife named our son after her first love, and I had no idea. That's so messed up.
Gotta pray for the brothers out there. I can't stress this enough in this podcast.
And now he's locked down with a kid. 5 years old.
Lockdown.
Yeah.
Nimi. What would I do?
I would change the boy's name. I would change the boy's name.
You'd go to the legal courts and
Yeah.
go, let's change. But he's 5. He only knows that as his name.
He'll
it's
get
a bit
over
savage.
it.
Do you think?
It's 5 years. He'll get over it.
If you were 5 and you could have changed your name, would you have changed it and what to? Let him choose maybe what his name's going to be.
Exactly. I don't like my name, so I probably would have changed it. Would you have?
Oh, yeah, I would have changed mine for sure.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like that my first name's John. I thought when you were a kid, because my dad's name's John and my granddad's called John and all that, I thought when you're a child, you're called JJ. And on your 18th birthday, you are then John.
And that
That's
just
what I
didn't happen.
believe.
It never converted.
Yeah.
It would be weird if someone started calling you John.
fucking weird.
You're not a John.
Never been a John.
No, not even a James.
Do you know why I'm called JJ?
No.
Do you want to know the story?
It's John James.
Yes.
Yeah.
But why my nan was like, we're not calling him John.
Oh.
I told you this, didn't I, Yasmin? He's a fucking bad bastard. Basically, my dad was like ran pubs. He was quite rough, and he was called John.
Mm-hmm.
His dad was like a bare knuckle boxer, lived in Belfast, was just a badass mofo.
Yeah.
His dad was like the right-hand man to the biggest gangster in Belfast and used to kill people. He's called John.
Yeah.
So I've come from a long line of Johns that just like, for whatever reason, just nut jobs.
Yeah.
And could have easily gone to prison or died young because they're just hard as fuck.
Yeah.
And then they called me JJ, and I applied to musical theatre school, Nimi.
The other extreme.
I booked the trend. I'm all singing, all dancing.
You literally went the opposite way. Do you think your great-grandfather would be like
so disappointed,
turning around in his grave?
He'll be looking down on me going, where did it go wrong? What a little snowflake.
You're a CEO now, bitch. Yeah, well, I'm so glad you didn't pass John James or John on to Phoenix.
No, we called our cat Storm John.
You guys are so weird with your cats. I just can't.
I hate them.
Yeah.
Our relationship is completely buckled. You know, you talk about that euthanasia stuff.
Yeah, with the cats.
Yeah. I won't say anymore.
What a way to wrap up the show.
No, what are we going to do? What do we say this guy should do?
Okay.
You're just going to change his name.
Just change the kid's name. I don't think the wife has a leg to stand on. She doesn't even get to like argue with that. I would also find out more about the ex. Like, find out more about the ex.
I don't. Do we know this person?
No. It was a rando.
I'm going to stir it then.
Go on.
Maybe the wife has messaged the ex and it's been like, I'm naming our child after you. I don't know. And like you shouldn't go on their messages, but like maybe that's happened.
I'd get a DNA test, hun.
Fucking hell, Nimi!
I'd get a DNA test.
Seriously?
Because what if she's been doing the deed behind your back?
Yeah, so
and that kid is not actually yours.
Yeah, like they're a couple of brunette.
And like the John Jameses, he passed down the name to the son because that's the actual father. Guys, cracked the code.
Cracked it. She had an affair. The kid's not yours.
Done.
You are not the father.
No!
The dad's just dancing,
no,
buzzing.
And the person running to the backstage and the camera just following them for the life of them.
The thing is, those kids now that were on those TV shows, they're adults now. They've probably seen that episode and saw how happy stepdad or dad at the time was like buzzing. You're not your kid, not your kid. God, the aftermath of mental health effects from that show.
I know, I can't even imagine.
But that's not. This is theory, and a very extreme theory for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah,
I think maybe your wife playing devil's advocate. Okay. Maybe she's fine, and none of this has happened. This is all conspiracy.
But it would have been appreciated. I completely get it if she spoke to you about it beforehand.
But if it was the first love, did you not know the name of your wife's first love? Like, did you not know that? Do you not know your wife? Do you know yourself at this point?
I troll my partner about his ex all the time. Like, I mention her all the time. I'm like, how do you think she is? Do you think she's all right? Oh, what is she doing today? I know everything about the ex.
Do you know what she's doing today?
No, I don't. But you know what? You know what I found out?
Creep.
You know what I found out? She's also a presenter in the UK.
Deep's got a type.
Oh, a specific type.
Wow, in a bigger market as well. Bloody hell, she's successful.
Yeah, she works for the BBC actually.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm actually the fail. He got it wrong that time. He got it wrong.
You can't get it right all the time, but no. I mean, he's lovely. He's enjoying his life, doing gratitude journals with you and stuff, and doing
feeling
yoga.
Neglected.
I wake up and I get out of bed and I do yoga for 3 hours, and then I do my gratitude journal for an hour, and then I go walk the dog, and then I do my skincare. Like, how do you get anything done? Like, how do you actually get anything done?
And yet, I get so much done. Think about that, JJ. And think about everything we've spoken about on this podcast here today, guys.
I want to wrap up this because I think we've went down a very hard route. And if that's a human being at the end of that phone or listening to this podcast, I don't think that's the case. What Nimi said, I'm going against, and I don't think that's the case. Okay. I think she dated someone and probably just like the name. Yeah. That's it. Don't stress. Have a chat with her. And find out what
she doesn't want to talk about it.
Well, she's going to have to. Sorry, love. You're going to have to talk about it because you've just named your kid over your ex. So have a conversation. I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, maybe the kid's not his. Bye, guys.
Exactly.
Bye, guys.
In conclusion.
Have a chat, mate.